The girl found herself standing on stages, addressing audiences of all sizes, sharing her journey of giving. Her voice became a beacon of hope, inspiring countless individuals to tap into their own reservoirs of compassion and generosity. She traveled to schools, speaking to students who were eager to learn about the power of empathy and the importance of lending a helping hand. In time, the girl's impact extended beyond the realm of charity. She began advocating for causes close to her heart, using her platform to raise awareness about environmental conservation, education equality, and mental health. Her voice resonated with people from diverse backgrounds, uniting them under the common purpose of creating a better world. Through it all, the girl remained humble and grounded. She never forgot the barber shop where her journey began, nor the community that had embraced her act of kindness. She continued to visit the barber shop regularly, not just to trim her hair, but also to reconnect with the place that had sparked her transformation. One day, as she stepped into the familiar barber shop, she noticed a young girl sitting in the same chair she had occupied years ago. The girl's eyes were filled with nervous anticipation, much like her own had been. Moved by a sense of familiarity and empathy, the young woman approached her. "Are you nervous?" she asked, her voice filled with warmth and understanding. The girl nodded shyly, her hands tightly clutching the ends of her long hair. The young woman smiled, her eyes shining with memories. "You know, I was in that chair once too," she confided, gesturing toward the barber's chair. "And it turned out to be the start of a beautiful journey. You're about to make a difference in someone's life, and it's an incredible thing." With those words, the young girl's apprehension melted away, replaced by a newfound confidence and purpose. The young woman shared her own story, offering words of encouragement and advice, igniting a spark of inspiration in the young girl's heart. As the young woman left the barber shop that day, she couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at the cyclical nature of kindness. She realized that the torch had been passed to a new generation, and that the legacy of compassion she had helped cultivate would continue to thrive and touch lives long after her own journey was over. And so, the young woman embarked on her own path, driven by the belief that acts of kindness can create a ripple effect that transcends time and space. With each step she took, she carried the lessons learned in that barber shop, the power of empathy, the beauty of selflessness, and the profound impact a single person can make. For in that humble barbershop, a young girl's act of donating her hair had blossomed into a movement of love, compassion, and transformative change, a movement that would endure for generations to come, reminding humanity of its capacity for goodness and the infinite possibilities that lie within the human heart. As the movement gained momentum, the young woman found herself surrounded by a network of like-minded individuals who shared her vision of a kinder, more compassionate world. They came from different backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life, united by their shared belief in the power of small acts of goodness. Together, they formed an organization called Ripple of Compassion, dedicated to fostering kindness, empathy, and positive change on a global scale. Through partnerships with local communities, schools, and businesses, they developed programs and initiatives that aimed to inspire and empower others to make a difference. The young woman's journey took her to distant lands, where she witnessed firsthand the transformative power of compassion in the face of adversity. She visited orphanages, refugee camps, and underserved communities, extending a helping hand and listening to the stories of those she met along the way. Each encounter reinforced her belief that no act of kindness is too small, for even the simplest gesture of compassion can touch a person's life in profound ways. Back home, the young woman continued to advocate for change. She collaborated with policymakers, urging them to prioritize initiatives that address social issues and promote inclusivity. Her voice, now amplified by the collective strength of ripple of compassion, reached the ears of those in positions of influence, inspiring them to take action and invest in the well-being of their communities. As years passed, the movement she had helped ignite grew beyond her wildest dreams. Thousands of individuals, inspired by her story and the ethos of ripple of compassion, joined the cause. Their collective efforts resulted in countless acts of kindness, from organizing food drives and clothing donations to launching educational programs and community development projects. The young woman became a guiding light for many, her story resonating with people of all ages. She received invitations to speak at international conferences, sharing her experiences and insights on building a more compassionate society. Her message spread far and wide, igniting hearts and inspiring individuals to find their own unique ways of making a positive impact. But amidst all the accolades and recognition, the young woman remained true to her humble beginnings. She never forgot the barber shop where her journey had started, nor the individuals who had believed in her and supported her along the way. On a quiet afternoon, she returned to the familiar place, stepping through its doors with a sense of gratitude and nostalgia. The barbershop was bustling as usual, the sounds of conversations and clippers filling the air. She exchanged warm greetings with Sam, who had been a steadfast companion on her journey, and took a moment to reconnect with the patrons who had once shared their own stories of kindness. As she settled into the chair, memories flooded her mind. The nervous anticipation, the transformative moment when her long hair was snipped away, and the profound impact that single act had sparked. She glanced at her reflection in the mirror, seeing not just her own face, but the faces of all those she had encountered, all those she had inspired to embrace compassion. In that moment, she realized that her journey was not about personal accolades or achievements. It was about the collective ripple of compassion, the endless cycle of kindness that she had become a part of. It was about the countless lives touched and transformed, the web of connections that had formed, and the legacy of empathy and goodness that would continue to thrive long after she was gone. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose, the young woman emerged from the barber shop, ready to embrace the world once again. Armed with the wisdom gained from her experiences and the unwavering belief in the power of compassion, she continued to walk her path, guided by the ever-expanding ripple of kindness she had helped set in motion. For the true power of her journey was not just in her own story, but in the stories of countless others whose lives had been touched and forever changed by the spirit of compassion. Together, they would continue to illuminate the world with their acts of love, inspiring a brighter future for generations to come. And in the endless cycle of kindness, the legacy of the young girl's journey would live on, eternally weaving its way through the tapestry of humanity.